Life only moves in two directions. Either you are evolving or dying. There is no in between because as you stagnate, time continues to tick. Stagnation equals death. To innovate and evolve. My goal is to help humanity evolve. I'm not sure why the elites who run this world want to keep all of you enslaved, but I'm going to do everything in my power to free all of my people. In order to truly break free, you will need an iron mind and the willpower to do so. Many people may think that willpower is something that you're just born with, but a recent study has shown that willpower can be trained and can be grown. But I'm no doctor, so I'll let Andrew Huberman explain.
There's a brain structure called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. When people do something they don't want to do, like add 3 hours of exercise per day or per week, or when people who are trying to diet and lose weight resist eating something.
Right.
When people do anything that they, and this is the important part, that they don't want to do.
Right.
It's not about adding more work, it's about adding more work that you don't want to do.
Yes.
This brain area gets bigger.
Yep.
The anterior mid-cingulate cortex is smaller in obese people. It gets bigger when they diet. It's larger in athletes. It's especially large or grows larger in people that see themselves as challenged and overcome some challenge.
Right.
And in people that live a very long time, this area keeps its size. In many ways, scientists are starting to think of the anterior mid-cingulate cortex not just as one of the seats of willpower,
Right.
but perhaps actually the seat of the will to live.
The will to live. Because that's what life does. It lives. Like I said, either you are evolving or you are dying. If you are not pushing your limits, if you are not pushing your boundaries and seeing how far you can go, surprising yourself even, something I do when I'm just simply working out and doing calisthenics. I surprise myself with the things that I do. Amazing. It's truly amazing what you are capable of if you can put your mind to it. I can do anything I put my mind to. And I believe that. And you can too. You created this box for yourself. And you won't do certain things just because you don't feel like it. But what's crazy is if you just simply did those things, especially the things that you know are good for you, you would build more willpower. And it would be so much more easier for you to do more things that you don't really want to do, but you know are good for you. I'll use me for example, legs. I can do all these amazing things in my body. I do have really good control of my body, but I will say I neglect my legs. It's a running joke with calisthenic athletes that, we just don't do legs. Because with body weight, you're not really going to grow your legs that much. So you need the overload because we use our legs every single day. But the reason why I like doing calisthenics is because I feel like a monkey on those bars. It feels so fun. I feel so free. I've always wanted to fly, and it's the closest thing I have to it. When I do legs, it just feels like work. It's boring. It just hurts the entire time. But after hearing what Andrew Huberman had to say about this part of the brain, the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, and how it increases in size when you do activities that you hate doing, I'm just going to make that a part of my daily routine to do something that I don't like doing, something that I hate doing, but something that may be good for me. For example, working out legs. I can simply build willpower by doing something that I don't really want to do. But if I'm like, okay, I'm going to get bigger legs from this, and the more I push, the more willpower I get. That just gave me 2 more reasons to do legs. I have to build that willpower. A lot of men struggle with semen retention. Like, be real with yourself. Have you ever passed a no nut November? I have. I can say I have. Some men can't stop. They're so addicted to the dopamine. You must be in control at all times. Not being controlled. And every time you say no to that urge, you start to regain more control. And doing activities that you hate doing, but choosing to do it, is going to help you gain more control. Another thing I hate, honestly, is getting up early. I love my sleep. And honestly, I can say, thank you, God. I'm fortunate enough that I make enough money in my sleep that I can sleep in all day if I really felt like it. But I just notice on those days when I do that, I'm just like, man, I just feel like I wasted an entire day. What if I just got up early? What's crazy is that some of these things, like maybe I continue to do legs and it starts to become fun. Once it becomes fun, I'm not growing my anterior mid-cingulate cortex with it. You know, one that actually I started to enjoy was cold showers. I have to say a mantra before I go in it. It was just like I just knew it was coming. It'll hurt. Now I like this thing. Now I like when it hits my chest. I feel all my pores open up when I have all that cold water hit my chest. Because, like, I'm trying to breathe. So then, like, you have to take really deep breaths when you're in this cold water. So I become more conscious in it, too. So I just learned to love it. So I love taking cold showers now. So cold showers, honestly, isn't helping me build my mid-cingulate cortex in my brain. But if you dread cold showers, if all you do is take warm showers, taking cold showers will help you build more willpower. So do it. It's crazy because friction is the necessary ingredient. How David Goggins puts it. He says that you must encounter hardship to unlock who you truly are.
Because to grow that, it don't look fun. Most people are missing something because there's so much trapped in there. 75% of you is still in there. Still chained up because you just didn't want to find your willpower. Didn't want to find your soul, your will, your heart, your determination, your guts, your courage. And what that looks like, it looks scary.
Because it's when you're faced with adversity that you get to see how you would really act. What if you were really in the middle of war? What type of person would you be? Because, of course, your mind is going to rationalize just being lazy. The mind is constantly trying to keep you from feeling pain. It's just a survival mechanism. But you have to override that. Go down that path. Do the things that you hate doing, but maybe you know you need to do. Start working out those legs. Start holding your sexual energy to a higher degree. Stop wasting it. Start getting up early. That alarm rings. How many alarm clocks you got on your phone? You shouldn't have that many. Because honestly, I get it. I get it. You shouldn't have hit snooze that many times. This is how you start in the day. You just set the preset. First impression is also everything. If the first thing you do when you wake up is hit the snooze button, you just chose to procrastinate. And the longer you stay in bed, the longer you will procrastinate on the things that you know you need to do. So get up. Get up as early as you need to. Do the things that you hate doing, but you know you need to do. By simply hitting those legs, by taking those cold showers and getting up early every single day, you'll build willpower. You'll innovate and evolve every single day because as you start to like these challenges, you will start to chase even harder and more difficult challenges. Either you are evolving or dying. There is no in-between because as you stagnate, time continues to tick. Stagnation equals death. To innovate and evolve. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already. The goal is to build paradise for me and my people. The Matrix wants to keep you enslaved. Society wants you to have as little willpower as possible so that way you continue to be its sheep. But don't be a sheep. Grow some willpower. After this, make a list of 3 things you're going to do that you're going to start adding to your daily routine. It's going to help you build willpower. Things that maybe you don't like doing, you hate doing, but you know you need to do it. And it's going to help you grow. Build that willpower to innovate and evolve. Until paradise.